for coming back. December 11th, National Have a Bagel Day. Easy as that. Just go down to the place where you get your favorite bagel and get a bagel. Or you can do like us, be daring, be adventurous, and make your own bagels today. That's what we're going to try to do. I saw a bunch of recipes. I saw a bunch of videos on how to do it. I went to Laura in the kitchen, as always, just to see if she had something, and of course she did, because she always does. This is more about just trying it and seeing if we can do it. That's it. Plus, I've made so many breads this year, I'm really excited that, I made my own sourdough I learned how to do this year. I learned how to make pretzel rolls. I mean, so many different breads, so I'm really excited about learning a different bread and trying to do it. Looks really easy to do, so we're going to test the theory and see, okay, they're doing it, it looks real easy, why can't we do it too? So in this bowl here, I have 1.5 cups of warm water between 110 and 115 degrees, a packet of yeast, and a teaspoon of sugar. Mix that together, let that sit until it all bubbles up. You're activating your yeast there. Okay, in my mixer with my dough hook, I have 3.5 cups of bread flour, which they say is essential to give you that chewiness of a bagel. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. To that, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of salt and, 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then once you see that your yeast is all bubbled up and activated, you're going to add that right to this flour mixture. And then exactly 8 minutes on the number 2 setting, we let this go. That's what I was told. 8 minutes exactly. Number 2. Okay, and while that's finishing up, take a large bowl and just oil it with some vegetable oil, okay? Take your pastry brush. Just a couple drops of vegetable oil just to grease your bowl here, okay? And there it is. 8 minutes. Exactly 8 minutes. Looks pretty good to me. There it is. So let's just take our dough off of here. Comes off pretty easy. Thing locks in there. So there is our ball of bagel dough. Okay. So now what you're going to do is just take this ball of dough and put it in your big bowl. And you just want to just roll it around and coat it with the vegetable oil. Okay. Okay, just like that. And then take a piece of plastic, cover that. And then you're just going to put this, like we've done with other breads before, put this in a warm place for about an hour or so. You want this to kind of double up in size. 1.5 to 2 times the size. Okay? And then we'll be back to start our bagels, because we're going to get some other stuff ready here. But I'll tell you that when you get back. Okay, so there's our dough. As you can see, it has 1.5, I guess, is what we're looking for. Okay, so we want to take that out of our bowl. Now we don't flour our surface or anything because we want this to stay wet the way it is. Flour will just dry this out. It's not really sticking though, so that's good. So we just want to make a log here, and then we want to cut this into, I guess, however many bagels you want to do. Okay? So now this recipe, I believe, called for 8. So I'm just going to half that. I have my parchment paper there. Parchment paper lined cookie sheet. So now what we're going to do is just kind of make this into a ball, and then you have to do this rolling technique on your counter here. And you just roll and roll and roll until you have a nice smooth ball. Okay? You don't want it to kind of spread out. You just want to make it nice, even, no seams. You know what I mean? You might be able to pinch the seams on the bottom there just to kind of make sure you don't have a line across the top of your bagel. And then just keep rolling it until you have some nice round dough balls. Alrighty? Like that. See? Rolling and rolling and rolling. Boy, that's going to take a while, huh? In the meantime, put your oven on 425 and I have this big pot here. Can you see this big pot here? It has a third of a cup of honey and 12 cups of water. I want to bring that to a boil while I'm doing this rolling technique thing, because we're going to have to boil our bagels before they go in the oven, okay? So be right back when I have a whole tray of these. I have a damp cloth here. As I put the dough balls on my sheet here, I'll just keep them covered with this damp towel. Lint-free towel. No lint on your bagels. Okay, so I have all my dough balls here. This is a little one. It'll be a mini bagel, I guess. So now what you do is take your dough, and you have to make your donut, your bagel shape. So what I saw was you press your finger in the center, okay, you bring it out on the other side, okay, you make a little hole, and then you put your other finger in there, and then you go like this, and you stretch this out just a little bit. Don't overstretch it, just to kind of give you that classic bagel shape. Okay, put that on there. So there's our rolling boil, and we're just going to turn this down now, just so it's kind of a simmer. The medium heat there, okay, but the bubbles stop. Here's our tray of bagels. And what you're going to do now is take your bagels and drop them in and cook them for 1 minute on each side. So a minute on one side, flip them over, a minute on the other side, okay? Just do that. Get that, put the 4 in there, okay? And start. 1 minute. Flip them, 1 minute. Okay, so far so good. They look really good so far. Okay, let's fingers crossed that this comes out the way they're supposed to. Now I have 1 egg white with a little bit of water just to make an egg wash, okay? And what we're going to do is just brush the top of these, okay? Brush the top of those real good. And now, my favorite bagel is a salt bagel, so I have a little bit of sea salt here. And I'm just going to put some of that on the top. It's not the pretzel, I'd rather have like that real chunky pretzel salt, but that's okay. Okay, on these I have some minced onion. So I'm going to put some minced onion on 2 of these. Okay. Then I also have some minced garlic. So I'm going to put some minced garlic on these 2. And then that little one over there, that last little one, I'm just going to leave him plain and see how a plain bagel comes out. Okay, into our 425 oven for 20 minutes. And then we take them out, we put them on a wire rack, we let them cool down, and then we get our cream cheese, and then we eat some bagels. I'm trying to think, there was something I forgot. Oh yeah, halfway through, rotate your tray in the oven, just so you get an even bake on it. I'm just following directions, everybody. See you when it's bagel time. Fingers crossed, let's really get this one today. Just add this to our bread repertoire, okay? Oh, I forgot to tell you too, in case. Bake these on like the top, maybe the second setting of your rack in your oven. Don't bake them on the bottom or the middle, because they brown too much, what I'm hearing. So try to do like, you know, up higher in your oven. You know what I mean. Second notch. I don't know what they call it. Okay, time's up. Let's see what we got. Wow. Look at those bad boys. Holy cow! We made bagels! Oh my goodness gracious. I can't wait to try one of these. They just look amazing. So we gotta let them cool down on a rack. I gotta put them on my cooling rack. We're gonna let them cool down just for about 10-15 minutes. Then I'm getting out my cream cheese and we are going to town. I can't believe we made our own bagels today. Very excited. Very, very, very excited. Okay, so let's dig into one of these. I'm dying to try it. Okay, I took that little one and I've remembered that I had some sesame seeds in the cupboard, so I made that a sesame seed one, okay? But let's see, I don't know which one to choose. All right, I'm gonna take this big one over here. Only because I wanna see if the inside is cooked all the way through. I'm imagining it's going to be, but let's be sure. Absolutely. Look, perfect. Look, it's still steaming. You see the steam, steam, steam? Wow. It smells amazing. Oh my God, it smells so good. All right, this is, I don't even know if this is an onion or a garlic, but we're gonna try it. Here's my favorite cream cheese in the whole world. So tempty. And let's just give this one, I mean, look how, you can't get a bagel like this fresh from a bagel place unless you stand there at 6 o'clock in the morning. But I mean, look at it. Oh, perfect. Let's try it. Onion. Oh. I am speechless. I cannot get over. I may never buy a bagel again. Because I may just make them myself from now on. This is what we've been talking about in the last couple days. Since December started, about holiday entertaining. You got people over, you got, you know, people coming for the Christmas weekend. Add this to your brunch menu. We did a bunch of stuff already, the pastries and stuff that we said to do for a brunch menu. Make your own bagels. Next time I would have made more, considering you have to make that big bath full of the honey and the water. Just to make 7 bagels, I would have made twice as many if I would have known they were going to come out like this. Well, now I do. But definitely, oh, and the onion, doing the onion flakes on this one, I can't even imagine what these other ones are going to taste like. Alrighty, everybody. It's have a bagel day, but I say make a bagel day. Because if you make these, I swear you'll never buy another bagel again. Alright? See you tomorrow, everybody.